Welcome back to another episode of Buzzworthy Businesses. I'm Steve Strum. I am sitting here with Beth Tate from the Kesley Group. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we're talking offset. You are a business owner.
Yes.
And you are also a consultant for other business owners.
Yes.
All right. So as a business owner that does consulting for business owners, you are, and I think you said it best, you are a strategic problem solver, which then I added on to that for people that don't know that they have a problem.
That's very often the case.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the problems that I don't know that I have in my business that you can come in and fix, because I know it hurts, I just don't know where.
Right. And I think that's where it often is that people are like, I know I need to do something different, but I'm not really understanding what it is I need to do. And that's what I try to do, is come in and help. Let's put some clarity around that. Let's help you walk through and take that complexity and put it into a strategic plan that you can actually execute and move forward and improve your business.
So as a business owner, I tried to hold it, couldn't hold it. So I'm going to come back in as a business owner.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So as a business owner, and I'm a business owner, I've been doing this thing 20 years, I still don't have it all figured out. What are some of the things that you notice, whether it's through the lens of a business owner that you are, or as you're doing consulting, that are kind of the big top 3 things that people deal with that they don't even know what they're dealing with right now? Is it scaling, human resources, technology? Like, what are the things that you're seeing out there that are the pain points, somebody that watching this going, you know what, yeah, I need to talk to Tate?
Yeah, so what I find often is people get kind of stuck in doing the same thing over and over, and they're like, it's like that whole saying, if you're doing the same thing and getting the same results, it's insanity. But people don't understand why they get stuck, and they're mired in something. And so coming in and helping to ask some clarifying questions to help them figure out, maybe you need to shift people around. Maybe you need to spend your money elsewhere because you're investing it in the wrong areas, but you're too close to it to be able to identify, this is what I need to change because I've always done it this way. That's a big one that I see often.
Oh yes, this is how we've always done it, right? Let's go ahead and advertise in the phone book.
Yes.
Right, or I don't remember last time I even had a phone book, or
Right.
they still deliver them. From what I understand, the newspaper these days is about that big.
Right.
So when you come in as business owner, you say, hey, I've been running this, my own businesses, I've made my own mistakes, I've worked with other people. One of the outcomes that somebody normally has, right? So I'm gonna hire this consultant, I got to pay you a fee. My outcome is going to be?
Very often here's your path forward. Here's an executable plan that you can be able to move forward. I'm not going to come in and do your plan for you. I'm here to help you think through it, find out what's the best way to move forward. I ask the hard questions that maybe you're not asking yourself, and then we'll help you define what's that plan to be able to move forward.
Gotcha. So as somebody who's watching this, they're going, maybe I need to be thinking about that. And it's not necessarily these obvious giant grenades in the business. It's sometimes just the little tweaks.
Right.
So the 2 millimeter shift, right? I got a frog in my throat and I don't know why. 2 millimeter shift coming back in 5. So it's the 2 millimeter shift, right?
Yes.
It's if you take the club face on the club and you're playing golf and you go a little bit this way or a little bit that way,
Right.
you're either on the green or you're in the woods.
Right.
So you're not necessarily, now, if somebody's just got a dumpster, garbage fire of a situation, then you can deal with that too. You can at least put the fire out.
Yes.
But oftentimes it's not necessarily the fire, it's more about how do you get to the little tweak before it becomes a fire. And then because by the time it becomes a fire, it's a lot more costly than trying to fix it when it's back here. It's, how long do you let the thing go before you have to address it? And it could be good things too, right?
Yes.
Good efficiency. Hey, you're doing this thing really great. You tweak this thing, you tweak that thing, next thing you know, you're hitting a long ball.
Yes, exactly. And one of the things I see oftentimes is involving the HR side of it. Because you may have somebody who's worked with you a really, really long time, and they're doing this really great, but you really need them to do this. And sometimes it's hard for the small businesses particularly to be able to have that conversation to say, I really love what you're doing, but I need you to make this tiny shift and move where it's going to move the whole company forward a little bit. And I'm able to help put some clarity around having those conversations and try. And sometimes I'm the mediator. I'm the one who's saying, okay, this is what they would like to see different, because those are hard conversations to have. And I'm good at having those conversations.
So as we take it away, I think the biggest thing that, there's a lot of things that you said that were just amazing. My favorite one was a little Einstein quote, right? If you do something over and over again the same way, expect a different result. That is the definition of insanity.
There we go.
And also sometimes owning a business can be the definition of insanity. So, but it's good, right? Because you're trying to help your family, you're trying to help your community. So what we'll do is we'll make sure to put all your stuff on our website, which is thedailynewsnetwork.com. Somebody can come check you out, be like, oh man, that's great. Maybe that might be something that, I can connect with. Maybe it's a little tweak, maybe it's a big tweak. Maybe you got to put a Band-Aid on, maybe it's time to amputate. But you can discern whether or not it's putting a Band-Aid on it or if it's time to amputate, and everywhere in between, in order for that organism, which is the business, that is the reason that business exists, is for the service that the business is supposed to do, that it can be the healthiest thing it can be moving forward.
Yes.
Hopefully more Band-Aids, hopefully less amputation, but still, this is the thing that you're going to be able to do, and you're going to be able to ask that hard question to give that business owner clarity and to knit together sometimes ownership class and worker class that sometimes there's a little bit of friction there.
Yes. It's
Hopefully
having
not.
that objective voice,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Yes.
Well, we will put our stuff on our website. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
As great as you are, and you're awesome, we can't do it without these guys. Guys, what an opportunity to talk a little bit about business efficiencies and consulting practices from somebody who's owned businesses. What I will do is put all of the wonderful links on our website, thedailynewsnetwork.com. If you like that episode, share the episode, and remember to always live with gratitude.